Hello, this is not a spring chicken. Rock star Obama is getting miffed at his comparisons to Paris Hilton and Britney Spears. Now, is it because Britney Spears, and Paris Hilton may not have always been wearing their underwear, but you do know Britney Spears, well, is she the queen of pop? Well, at least you know she's got a fan base. So does Paris. Maybe there is more similarity. Anyway, let's bring Oldecam on for comments on the headlines of today. Israeli PM's decision to resign raises doubts for Mideast peace.
Well, like there was ever going to be any peace in the Mideast.
Mortar shell hits house in northern Pakistan, killing family of 7.
And they're saying that the Americans are responsible firing into Pakistan. It actually was the Taliban, reprisals for a police arrest.
Firefighters make significant progress against Yosemite blaze.
Well, eventually fires burn out.
Long Beach police shoot and wound off-duty LA police officer.
Well, it's basically, that happens a lot. But most police shootings are of other police officers.
Watchdog finds BBC for misleading the public with fake quizzes?
Yeah.
What?
They got basically they would hold these things, like polls like we do in this country, except they already had the answer, just like they do in this country.
Left starting to notice the resemblance of Obama to Christ.
Well, yeah, let's see. I think David Letterman, his top 10, reasons for, worshiping Obama, said he was born in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And,
was he?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
and co-bearers talked about the fact that the 3 wise men attended, went on the trip to Israel with him, and the left is really starting to pound away on him. Well, it's got to do with the fact he looks like he's going to badly lose the fall election now. He is now statistically tied with McCain on almost all the national polls.
So instead of Britney Spears without her underwear and shaved head, we get Obama.
That's right.
Japan's heaviest sumo wrestler pledges to put on more pounds.
Yeah, that one no one understands. He's already a blimp.
Senator Stevens faces arraignment in corruption case.
Yeah, these people. Okay, they did the bit. They did the Bill Clinton. I did not knowingly do anything wrong.
Yes.
That's right.
I love those. AP, little progress in bridge repairs across the U.S.
There isn't any money. There's no money, you can't repair.
Those are important.
Go walk on a sidewalk anywhere in the city of Los Angeles other than a brand new subdivision, and you'll see there is no infrastructure repair anywhere.
Obama says Republicans trying to scare voters.
Well, yeah, like the Democrats aren't trying to scare voters. They're flat out threatening voters.
Obama playing the race card.
That's what I mean. If it doesn't make any difference, you can be a left supporter of Obama like a lot of members of the press. And if you say anything that is negative about him, you are a racist. And they point it out.
Can I say something? I'm not white.
That doesn't make any difference if you are anyone. His biggest supporters on the left. Actually, I heard one of them this morning talking about the fact that they were angry at the way this campaign is being ran, because he said he was listening this morning to some talk by some of the Obama people, and they continually, how dare they make these racist remarks about President Obama. And he said he really didn't know that Obama even had the nomination yet, and his people are referring to racist remarks about President Obama. So you're losing your left base, you're in trouble.
NYPD nabs man accused of killing woman in Massachusetts.
Basically, okay, if you commit a crime, you're almost always going to get caught. If it's a perfect crime, nobody even knows it happened.
NASA says liquid confirmed on Saturn's moon, Titan.
Yeah, I wonder how they can't confirm liquids on Mars, but they can confirm liquids on Saturn.
FDA finds salmonella strain at second Mexican farm.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't do you any good, because they don't have. Okay, they do not have the same infrastructure to check in foreign countries that we do in this country. So anytime you import anything, you can expect it to have different standards.
McCain camp compares Obama to Spears and Hilton.
Yeah, you talked about that.
Oh, that's true. I did, huh?
Remember though, he You know, in a sense, because he goes everywhere in his Brooks Brothers suit. He plays basketball in Brooks Brothers, so in a sense that's his uniform, whereas Brittany and Paris's uniform is no uniform.
Alicia Keys snubs out cigarette branding from gig.
That's because she, basically they tipped her off from the people over in the House of Representatives because they've decided to now regulate tobacco like it was a drug.
But it's not.
I know it's not. It's you know.
I mean,
but the House has been, the Democrats in the House have been trying for years in order to do, you know, it's a public morality thing. They have to, people, you and I are not capable of policing ourselves, so they're going to do it for us.
I guess that goes with trans fats, doesn't it?
That's right.
21-year-old gadget tracked to the Olympics.
Yeah, you know, because they haven't done anything better in the last 21 years to put up Olympic material.
Hidden Van Gogh revealed in color by scientists.
Well, yeah, because painters they didn't like the pictures they painted, so they paint over the top of it. Canvas was expensive.
Navy cites smoking as likely cause of carrier fire.
Yeah, they said somebody on board a carrier didn't read the sign that says no smoking, and they did a lot of damage. Now they're not going to allow any smoking, which meant, you know, basically it has more to do with the House of Representatives passing the legislation letting the FDA regulate it now than actually the Navy doing anything about smoking.
As crops burn, farmers increasingly use sunscreen.
Yeah, well, it's nothing new. I mean, you ever look at the Japanese? They sit there and put pieces of fruit inside, you know, little netting and stuff to protect them.
Are they using sunscreen on the vegetables?
No, okay. Go look, you know.
Oh, shade, partial shade.
You know, like okay, they got a bad James Bond movie with Roger Moore, and they're driving down a hillside through all of the coverings that are covering all the plants to keep the plants from burning. But they've been doing that for decades.
Analysis. McCain tries to sow doubts about Obama.
Well, because Obama changes what he says every 15 minutes.
Ron Paul followers pose danger for McCain in the West.
They're not going to vote for Obama. They can't vote for Paul. They're not going to vote for Obama.
Oil steady in Asia as Iran nuclear deadline nears.
Actually, it dropped another $4 a barrel before we left.
We did?
Yep.
Ooh. Alaska gas pipeline bill near state Senate vote.
Yeah, but the Congress isn't going. The feds aren't going to allow it, so it doesn't make any difference what they do.
GM to cut 15% of U.S. Canadian salaried workers.
Yeah, you know, because nothing is selling.
Stock surge higher, led by financial sector.
Yeah, because you know, there's some sectors in the financial business that are actually making tons of money.
Which?
Nothing. Okay, if you call petroleum.
United accuses pilots union of work slowdown.
Yeah, this is what I mean. You're in the middle of a time when all the airlines are in the dangers of going bust, and all the unions want wage increases.
Oh. Nokia to beef up venture fund, expand in China.
Yeah, you know, they're from, you know, they're next door neighbors anyway. I think they should have expanded a long time ago.
In an iPod Nano world, some rivals lure.
Well, yeah, MP3 does, a lot of MP3 things do the same thing. ScanDisk sells stuff that will do the same thing at a comparable price.
Project to rebuild internet gets $12 million bandwidth.
Yeah, well, because they think the internet is getting overcrowded, so they're trying to develop a system for uncrowding it.
Oh. Next space tourist spending bulk, a fortune to fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. McCain tries to define Obama as out of touch.
Well, you know, well, and Obama tries to show you how in touch he is by playing basketball in Brooks Brothers.
51% of Californians back offshore drilling.
I know, but it doesn't make any difference because the Democrats rule.
Beijing air pollution shows major improvement.
I know. I mean, it basically depends upon what direction you're looking, I think.
Oldecam translated into foreign languages.
I know, we're translated into so many different languages, unbelievable. I don't know if they can understand me, but...
A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
It takes as long as it's going to take.